I don't know about I do like to be beside the seaside, but I certainly like to be alongside the Upper Severn. It's Sunday afternoon and I've been to work just briefly this morning because on Tuesday we travel to the Faroe Islands in the Europa League. So we've all had to have our COVID-19 tests. And as long as mine is negative, and I don't see why it shouldn't be, I'll be off on Tuesday morning, very early start, flying from John Lennon Airport in Liverpool, and then a couple of hours later we'll be in the Faroe Islands itself. But as I've said on so many occasions, it's a very important principle about making the most of what life has to offer, making the most of your time and situation as well. I took my fishing gear to work with me. First cast, I've just had a little tap there. Took my fishing gear to work and then headed across country, I'm in Wales, to the upper reaches of the River Severn. We may be halfway through September almost, but it's a glorious day. Could quite easily be the middle of June or July. Fantastic. Sitting here, I've got my football shirt on, I've been to work as I've said. Sitting here and enjoying, and hopefully a few fish on the bank as well. And here's my first one while I talk. It looks like a dace. Oh, it's a small chub, very similar of course, and you can tell them, I'll show you in a moment or two, when they're that size then it can be difficult to tell them apart, because dace will grow to about £1, that's a specimen, whereas chub will go on way beyond that. But if you look at the fin on the top, the dorsal fin, you notice that it's convex. It goes out, the curve is outwards. That's a chub. And also the anal fin as well, that's the same. That goes out, that's convex. On a dace, it's concave. That's the simple way to tell the two fish apart. My second fish, and it's a different species, one that you perhaps associate with this end of the river as opposed to the lower reaches. I don't think you'll catch many down there. It's a minnow. I was only saying on my last visit, where I caught 6 species of fish, that I haven't had a perch yet on the Upper Severn in these recent outings. Well, there you go, the duck has been broken. By far the minnows are in the lead today in terms of quantity anyway, but that is the 4th species, the dace. And to emphasize the comment about it being very summer-like today, I've had a peacock butterfly flitting around the area where I'm fishing, and I'm getting action every single cast. Not necessarily a fish every time, but as I said, the minnows, they're definitely leading the way at the moment. And you know, when you've got small fish out there, not necessarily as easy to catch in terms of hooking and landing as big fish, but it's good fun. And I've lost count of the number of times that I've said about angling being fun and enjoying the world around. And I know I get lots of comments from people who aren't even fishermen, who comment on how much they enjoy the videos. And I'm going to give a shout out to Graham Vince. Hello Graham, if you're watching this one. Did appreciate your email the other day. And what a good win for the New Saints on the weekend. Graham's a TNS supporter from Huddersfield and very, very loyal indeed. He travels from his home in West Yorkshire across the length and breadth of Wales by public transport to see the New Saints play, and his support is very much appreciated by everyone at the club. Fans, the life and the blood of football, aren't they? And even if, like me, you work in the beautiful game, that's a great privilege to do so. Of course, you're still a fan. You still experience the emotions that fans do. I was in the press box yesterday at Barry Town United. No fans allowed into the game. I was doing match day commentary, and when Tina scored 3 goals, I was excited. Football and fishing, that's a good combination. It's a great life, but I'm sure you're probably an angler if you're watching this, and the chances are you like the beautiful game as well. I've caught a couple of roach as well. One went back. This is the second fish, so we can add that to the list.